Okay, quick video about the Webflow. If you have some questions about Webflow, let me answer you this, and I have another videos coming for the GoDaddy. Listen up. Okay, so usually if you're coming from GoDaddy to Webflow, a few other things to realize. GoDaddy had an issue where you can build a web page and you can have the domain all in the same website. You need two things, right? And then maybe there's other like database and all that stuff, like serving and all that other whatever protocols. But I'm making it simple here. Web page and the domain is on GoDaddy, right? So you're probably thinking, hey, WordPress and other things gonna do the same thing, right? But listen to this. This is something, because these people are not doing a call support so well, except GoDaddy. But GoDaddy got a lot of issues that I'm gonna be mentioning end of this video. Listen to this. Webflow is only a builder. Webflow is only a builder, freedom to move things around the way you want it. Okay, but Webflow will not provide domain service, not yet. Okay, they're not providing any domain service. So you're getting this confusion, you're desperate for a phone call. Hey, I'm gonna get a domain. The domain have to be transferred from GoDaddy with all the DNS and all that stuff. You have to do it, which you have to kind of educate. You have to transfer the DNS record and all that stuff from GoDaddy to Webflow. But Webflow by itself does not have a domain service. Okay, that's the one thing. It's just a builder. Okay, another quick questions I do get is that how can I the problems with the GoDaddy is that it does not let you freedomly move things around. There's no blank page. Listen to this. There's no blank page on website. If you're new, this is a big trap for you. Listen to this. You cannot move things around the way you want it to move around. You cannot move things around on GoDaddy. They have a template. Whatever they give you, you gotta use that as a template. You can search this around if this does not make sense. Webflow, the other hand, they like to move things around. You can do anything you want. Like, hey, I want to put my logo here. I want to put this. I want this to move around like this, right? GoDaddy say, hey, you cannot move this from this to this. You have to move this by bracket with this whole block like this, like that. It's super annoying. I don't know why they build like that. It's very like teenager type. It's like, listen, some high schooler starting up their nail salon business or a hair extensions business. Okay, you know what, let's just make a basic website. Like, people don't have time for that. Like, a lot of the advanced user, people who are very creative, people who are technical, they want to do a freedom. If I'm paying for a service, I want to do the way I want to make it, right? But GoDaddy say, hey, we want to give you this templates. You want to make it, or you can make a custom. And when you use the word custom, like, oh, really? I can do anything I want? No, you still cannot do anything you want. That's one thing. Now, guess what? Then you're going to call WordPress. Hey, do you give blank page? Guess what? In WordPress, after all of the strict shots, all of the plan service, limited service, free, basic, you cannot make a blank page. You cannot custom the way you wanted to custom on WordPress. What in the world? WordPress is so known. You heard about them, right? Even GoDaddy will tell you to go to WordPress. I don't know why. WordPress, you cannot have a freedom to move things around. Guess what? You have to pay some sort of premium, and you have to get their plugin, some sort of plugin, which one of the premium packages will cover. To get the plugin, some red color logo, I think Elementor or something like that. You have to get that plugin to get that thing done. What in the world is that? But the Elementor is not Webflow. Sorry, not Webflow, WordPress. If I'm paying WordPress, why I gotta get this Elementor, all these other plugin? That's not you, that's somebody else. This is how they try to trick things around. I don't know why this website are not giving people freedom to make their own thing. If I want to build my own page, even a trashy web, I want to do that because I'm paying you, right? But no. So GoDaddy failed. WordPress failed, but WordPress, you have to pay a certain type of package to get that plugin. Then you gotta study that plugin, then you gotta do this. Then you end up going to Webflow, which you never heard of, gives you advanced controls and everything that you can really move things around the way you want. This is what you gotta hear. This is what you gotta learn. Like and subscribe. You gotta hear these comments below. You're gonna be going crazy when you're in a rush. As a business person, you will get confused. They don't have any 24-hour call. They want money unless some of the company, they want premium price for phone call support. I don't know what's up. And just like a crypto services, a lot of the crypto service you want to learn, nobody gonna help you with phone calls. Only some crypto service or some stock market broker will do a phone call support. There's no time to play games like that, right? You gotta all study this by yourself. I've been through this. Webflow is the way to go. So the best thing to do is, what I would suggest is, you get the domain, whatever domain you have from GoDaddy, you pay them just for their way. If you have a domain selling, if you're selling domain around, so have GoDaddy for whatever you're paying for them, like email marketing or whatever you have, pay GoDaddy for those service or keep the domain. And for Webflow, you pay Webflow for the page that you have created and the data you have there. That's it. So two different services you have to pay. Eventually, it's gonna be like what? Maybe $5 or $3 could little plus, which is still fine because you buy Starbucks every day anyway. Okay, so you're paying GoDaddy, and you're not gonna pay GoDaddy for the web builder anymore. You're gonna pay Webflow for the web builder, so you can always custom things around. You can always change the menus. You can always put new pictures the way you want it. That's the thing you gotta learn. Okay, this thing is very tricky. This is annoying. And GoDaddy, a little bit bonus is that their phone calls, like their domain, their premium packaging, parking fees, and all that stuff they said, this domain, I'm actually giving up. I have some really nice .com, not so much luck, but their phone calls are callers are very trained to talk to you like, okay, well, CBDs are getting legal, so maybe you should get some CBD.org or CBD.com, and maybe somebody will buy it from you from $15,000. Bullshit. That's not gonna happen. Nobody gonna even call. If I have Meta.org, people not gonna buy that Meta.org. Like that's how they try to. These are very good techniques. Then they're gonna make you stay for 3-4 years. You have to pay their membership, yearly memberships that they want you to. If you own a domain, if you pay for a whole bunch of .com for like let's say $17 times 70. Or $17, $20 times 20, not just you pay the domain, you own the domain, but you also pay their membership. Not just that, but they have a bunch of layers of stuff that benefit them but does not benefit you. And then they have this locking service, protection of your address, a whole bunch of stuff. It's gonna make you very confused. This is what they like to do, and they don't even take feedback. I don't see any section for feedback, and they try to do this sweet talk. They're very good at talking on caller, and they will let you stay there. And their domain have no direct phone line, so you're gonna have to do an email call to give you informations about that. You have to call a service, they have to email somebody else to get the informations for you. There's no selling domain service by phone calls. It's a little tricky. Okay, then the web builder is super annoying. Like I did not like it at all, because you don't kind of make a blank page. You kind of move things around the way you want it. I don't know why they would not do that. Okay, but their call support is like they're active. They're 24 hour, but when it comes to the working, their marketing is great, right? I don't want to make the video too long, but what's this? Another thing I wanted to say, this Wix and all that stuff, like all this new stuff that you hear, always ask the question, can you make a blank page? Can I have the freedom of move things around? Or are you gonna give me your own template? I don't want to use anybody's template. I want to start from the scratch for me. Unless you don't know how to do any of this, you're not good with the technology, then you want to use their template. That might make sense for you, but I want to start everything from the. If you're a creator, if you're good at creating, you can if you already have a PNG logos, you can build things around. Background color change. I want to do everything, the freedom of moving things around. That's exactly what you should be asking from the beginning. Educated WordPress give me a wrong information, and guess what? I signed up for them, and then I was stuck there for 60 days for the domain. The domain was locked there 60 days. After 60 days later, I can move that back to GoDaddy. I moved the domain from GoDaddy to WordPress, stuck there for 60 days or 90 days. Then I had to move that back to GoDaddy because Webflow will not take the domain. Webflow is only a builder. Webflow is only a builder, nothing else. Maybe they can do other stuff, but they're a very good builder. That's what Webflow do. So they will not take it. So I was stuck there. I ended up paying them $20 WordPress back to GoDaddy. Then I had to cancel the account of WordPress. So you gotta be very careful. You have to ask very specific and picky related questions and get a second opinion. They don't even know what they're saying. Anybody you wanna call, they can say, hey, I can build. Yeah, you can build a blank page. You can have a freedom of moving things around, but you have to download a plugin. What do you mean by plugin? What does a plugin do? How easy is that? Like, you want to learn everything well. Watch a YouTube video like this, and that's it. Like and subscribe. Peace.